What a great job I have, because this morning I woke up, I put on sweatpants, and I came to my favorite chef's house, got high because it's the week of 420, and now I'm getting a meal made for me by Nicole from Dope Kitchen. Hi, Nicole.
Hey.
I love your content.
Thanks.
And I also love marijuana.
Me too.
I'm floating in a different dimension right now.
Me too, and I will try to make a nice meal that grounds us again.
So what's your ideal wake and bake situation?
If I'm explaining my ideal scenario, I'm outside and someone's cooking for me.
Your apartment could not be gayer
It
in the
couldn't be
best
gayer,
way though.
yeah.
Like that's right up my alley. And it's just so you. And I feel like that's kind of a new thing, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been super into color, but like the whole gay part of me is very new. I did not explore my sexuality at all until like my mid-20s.
What's a stoner snack that shouldn't work? Like a combo that shouldn't go together, but does?
Okay, a PB&J with Cheetos in the middle.
Oh, I'm trying that.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Cheers. I'm your host, Avery Woods.
What a great job I have, because this morning I woke up, I put on sweatpants, and I came to my favorite chef's house, got high because it's the week of 420, and now I'm getting a meal made for me by Nicole from Dope Kitchen. Hi, Nicole.
Hey.
How's it going?
I'm pretty good.
Thanks so much for having me in your
Of
house.
course, thank you.
I love your content.
Thanks.
And I also love marijuana.
Me too.
And the reason I started smoking marijuana, I'm so glad you asked, is because when I had kids, it gave me really bad insomnia. And so my friend showed me gummies, and it helps me sleep. You showed me some fucking Bill Nye the Science Guy contraption outside.
I did.
And you're like, have you ever seen one of these? And I said, no. And then you gave it to me, and I'm floating in a different dimension right now.
Me too, and I will try to make a nice meal that grounds us again.
Yeah, okay. So what's your ideal wake and bake situation when it comes to both marijuana and eating?
I like to wake up, go outside, smoke my Bill Nye the Science Guy science experiment, enjoy the sun a little bit, go for a nice walk, and then just find breakfast as I stumble around the neighborhood. That's my wake and bake.
So you'll
situation.
walk around and
I'd
you'll buy
rather,
something.
yeah.
Oh. So I'm making you cook for me.
Yeah, for sure,
when
sure.
you wish you were out getting food. Okay.
On a typical Tuesday, though, I'd probably make myself a bacon, egg, and cheese. You know what I mean?
God, that's right up my alley.
But if I'm explaining my ideal scenario, I'm outside and someone's cooking for me.
Okay, so you sent over some food ideas and wanted me to choose. But specifically next to one, you said it was your favorite.
Yes.
And that's what we're making today.
Exactly.
So tell everyone what you're making me today.
We're making eggs Benedict with a hot sauce hollandaise because nobody likes a bland hollandaise. And last night,
I don't even know what hollandaise is.
Oh, it's like that creamy sauce over.
Oh, I
eggs
love
Benedict.
creamy sauce.
Last night, because you were coming over,
Yeah.
I wanted to do something kind of special, so I made homemade English muffins.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Aren't they beautiful?
You made those?
I made those.
Those are gorgeous.
But it was my first time making them.
Really?
To be honest, I thought I was doing it wrong the whole time until they came out like
They're
this.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait to eat those.
Hell yeah.
I'm starving. Okay, let's get started.
Okay.
Am I helping, or is this like
Yeah,
a
for sure,
okay.
dude.
Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Like, let me roll up the sleeves real quick.
Yeah, okay, let's clear this cutting board of all my stuff.
Yes, she has so many beautiful ingredients, and they were laid out perfectly.
Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is make the hollandaise.
Okay.
So hold on, I forgot to get one thing out.
Hollandaise is a cream sauce for those that didn't know. Yeah.
Let me just fill this real quick.
So Nicole, while you're prepping that, tell me how you got into this. When did you start content creation, and what were you doing before?
I started content creation, how many years ago now? 5 years ago?
Okay.
On April 13th, 2020. So
we're almost at an anniversary.
We're at the anniversary. And I started because I was bored at the beginning of the pandemic. I was depressed and crashing out like everyone else
As everyone was, yeah.
And I just needed something to do to get my ass out of bed. So I decided to bake my grandma's homemade ricotta pie. We're Italian.
Did you hear that pronunciation?
And I got stoned while doing it, and I filmed myself and put it on my personal Instagram story.
Yeah.
And my friends all encouraged me to post it to TikTok. At first, I was very resistant, and then I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me do it. Can I swear?
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Perfect.
You can swear.
Wow.
We're talking about smoking marijuana.
That's true. This isn't a family-friendly show, let me tell you. So, by the way, we're melting butter. That's what we're starting with.
We're going to melt some butter.
Anywho, I filmed myself, posted it on TikTok, and it kind of exploded. And it took me a little while to get consistent with making content, but once I got to like 100K followers, I was like, let me maybe take this seriously.
Yeah.
And it's been so much fun ever since.
What did you do before?
I worked in media. Hold on, I'm going to move around real quick.
You're fine. You're mic'd up, girl. You can go.
That's right. I worked in media. I was a project manager for a media company that focused on food and travel content.
Oh, so exactly
very
what you're
similar.
doing.
Yeah, very similar to what I am doing. And I was kind of able to juggle both for a couple of years until I got really burnt out. And yeah, now I'm a full-time content creator.
Am I cracking one of these?
Oh,
Let me help you.
God. This is what happens when you're stoned.
Are we doing no yolk?
So I need the yolk in the big bowl. So that's for the egg whites.
Don't worry, I got this.
You got this.
Yeah, I'm an expert. Oh, fuck.
Did you do the same thing?
No way. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
There we go.
That's so smart.
In this big bowl?
Yes, in the big bowl.
Yep. I got
Perfect. You saved the day.
You know. It's giving me Martha Stewart energy. Okay, got it.
Okay, I'm going to pop this in the microwave.
Period.
We need melted butter. Do you want to whisk for me?
I would love to whisk for you. Do you have a
Okay.
whisker? A whisk? No.
A whisk. Yeah. Just
You know what I was confusing that with is
whisk.
my whisker robot for my cats. Have you ever had a self-cleaning litter box? Life-changing. No, this is not sponsored.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just whisk it hard for like a solid minute.
I'm so sore from Pilates. I'm trying my best. Okay, for a minute.
Yeah.
It's gonna get so fluffy.
Exactly.
Who taught you this recipe?
I think I looked it up on the internet years ago,
Oh.
and then I just kind of tweaked it to the way I like it. But here's the thing. So with hollandaise recipes, when you look them up online, they're made for like 12 people. But we're 2 people.
Yeah, well, we
So-
could probably eat for 12 though right now.
For sure, dude. So I developed my own that was made for like 1 or 2 people. So that's what we're doing.
So you're gifted. You're genius.
Yeah, for sure.
I also want to talk about the fact that at 32 years old, you came out.
Yeah, that was
Which is kind of
recent.
nuts and recent and also
very.
amazing.
Okay, so we can take it back to childhood.
My arm is literally going to fall off.
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
enough?
you're good. Sorry,
Okay,
I forgot
great.
to stop you.
Holy shit, my tricep was literally cramping like Charlie horse.
Oh my God.
We're a bad combo. I think we're
okay.
dangerous.
It's okay. Okay, so while that boils, we're gonna get started on some poached eggs too.
I love poached eggs.
So
Some
you
of
can
my
just
fave.
crack one into there, and that's what we're gonna use to like lower it into the boiling water.
Okay.
Do you poach eggs?
I love. Yes.
Hell yeah.
That's my favorite way to eat them.
Me too.
My kids love them too. I don't know why my egg cracked like that. That's honestly so embarrassing. It looked like my 3-year-old did it.
Oh my God.
Okay,
It's
so while we're doing that, I need to talk with you about this because your apartment could not be gayer
It
in the
couldn't be
best
gayer.
way, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's right up my alley. And it's just so you. And I feel like that's kind of a new thing, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been super into color, but like the whole gay part of me is very new.
Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I remember feeling like I didn't quite fit in with my friends who were like boy crazy by 13. But I didn't really know why. And I didn't think that it was maybe the fact that I'd actually liked girls.
Sure.
So I did not explore my sexuality at all until like my mid-20s.
Wow.
So throughout high school, I never really had crushes on boys, didn't really care to date. In college, that's when I started to get like really close to my straight female friends. And if they like got a boyfriend or started hanging out with someone else, I did that like toxic behavior of just like being pissed and jealous because I didn't realize that I was like treating our friendship as if it was a relationship. And when I was no longer like the center of their world, I felt like totally broken. And it took a long time for me to confront that behavior and realize that maybe it's because I'm actually in love with women and not straight at all.
Wow.
So yeah, it was pretty hard for me to go through the process of like confronting my sexuality and trying to understand why I was so afraid of dating women, or why I didn't even consider that I could date women.
Yeah.
But I started kind of exploring in my mid to late 20s. I only went on a few dates and I just got so scared. So I kind of ignored that part of my sexuality for a long time. And it wasn't until I was like 31 years old, I got on Field, the dating app for like open relationships.
Yeah.
And I started kind of hanging out with girls a little bit more. And then I took myself on a trip to Europe, and that was when I was 32, and decided that in a new country I was just going to have fun and explore and just try new things. So I had a threesome with a hot Italian man and a 6'3" Dutch woman, and that confirmed it for me. I was
Holy
like, oh,
shit.
I am gay.
Whoa.
So, yeah. So I kind of went from 0 to 60, but
That's Scott's mouth, his jaws to the floor, because he's like, that's literally my dream.
I was 32. I felt like I had a lot of catching up to do, and I was just, you know, in a foreign country, I felt like I didn't have to be so afraid of like being with a woman. I just felt like it was my time to explore. I can never talk to them again, never see them again.
Yeah. Also, I feel like sexuality is way more openly accepted in Europe, where like people don't look at others naked and think anything of it. Like that's why the TV is so different. Like that's very much embraced there. So I'm sure it's much more common for things like that to happen, and you probably felt more comfortable.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Good for you.
I came back to LA in like June of 2023 after that trip. And I had a plan of like getting back on those open relationship dating apps and finding straight couples who have a like woman who's bi-curious. And my whole plan was to just sleep around LA having threesomes and just like exploring my sexuality with other women who are kind of like questioning their sexuality, but in a space that felt familiar to me, which was like a straight relationship. And I didn't even get to do that because I met my girlfriend like 2 months later.
Whoa.
And we U-hauled so fast.
That Scott just told me that term recently.
Oh, you've never heard that
term? No, I
term?
never heard of that.
Wow.
But I literally was thinking about all my friends who are lesbians or like in a lesbian relationship or couple have done that. And I was like, wait, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So how quickly after you met her were you like, yeah, this is it?
Like, I had an immediate feeling when I met her. Just looking at her, I was like, this girl's gay. She's cute. I need to like learn her situation. And so we ended up getting really close on that trip. We just hung out all the time. Oh, we met in Alaska. Did I mention that?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
On a trip.
So we met on a camping trip in Alaska, which is literally the gayest thing a lesbian could do.
I love it.
Yeah. So we met in this, like, I travel with a group of women and I host trips for women to get out in nature. So
amazing.
She just signed up for one of my trips. And the moment I met her, I just was so attracted to her. And there was something about her energy that I needed to learn more about. So we spent a lot of time together, just the two of us that trip. We hiked together ahead of the group so that we could have some alone time. We just spent so much time getting to know each other deeply, and I didn't realize that she was flirting with me the whole time. Yeah, she started flirting with me a lot more, and it became a lot more obvious that there was a strong connection there. And by the end of it, we were hooking up in a tent, and
Period.
yeah,
Honestly.
and she came to visit me a week later, and it was just the most incredible 9 days I've ever spent with one person.
Oh,
so we haven't let go ever since.
So where was she? Was she in LA?
No, she was in Baltimore.
Holy shit, she moved here for you.
She moved here for me. Yeah, she was in a place in her life when she could like pack up and move and do something totally different with her life. And she had been in Baltimore for 10 years and just really needed a change. So when she met me, it was just kind of like easy for her to make that decision and move out here.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And then we moved in together pretty quickly, like 4.5 months after dating.
Whoa. Hey, I was 4 weeks.
No
My
way.
husband and I. Yeah, we also got matching tattoos 4 weeks into knowing each other.
Oh my God, wow.
But that was almost
that's
12
your
years
own
ago.
version of a U-Haul story.
Yeah,
kinda.
totally. Yeah, the straight version of a U-Haul.
Yeah.
Yeah, our 10-year wedding anniversary is in 2026. We're planning a vow renewal because we never had a wedding.
Wow.
We got married in a courthouse because we were broke and young. So I was like, I'm finally getting my wedding. But we've been together since I was 18. I'm turning 30 next week.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Wait, when's your birthday?
April 19th.
I'm April 15th.
What?
Wow.
This is tomorrow, April 11th.
No way.
We're all a few days. Wait, Jazzy, what's your date? The 5th, April 5th.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Wow, all diamond babies here. See?
Incredible.
We just exude like expensiveness.
Okay.
What'd you just put in hot sauce?
Yeah, so I poured in some butter while it's kind of like cooking over the steam.
It smells incredible.
Do you want to add in a pinch of salt in
It's
there?
so interesting because you have a pot of boiling water. For those that aren't watching, you put a bowl on top with some whisked egg yolks, and then you poured in some hot sauce.
Yeah.
And is it going to make it fluffy?
No, it's basically just this nice thick and creamy sauce.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. I'm adding salt. Martha Stewart. Just adding a little touch.
And that's pretty much it. And this can just kind of sit
Wow.
here. We'll poach the eggs.
I'm learning so much right now
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm going to be making this at home.
Okay, so can you do me a favor?
I will do anything.
I'm going to have you
ask.
crack open these English muffins.
Oh my God, I don't want to destroy them. You work so hard.
Here's what you do.
Okay.
It's pretty easy. You just stick a fork in just like that all the way around.
Okay.
And then once you've made your way back around, just stick the fork in and kind of like
Ooh,
pry it open.
Okay. Not her with the tricks.
And I'm going to poach an egg.
Okay, another thing I want to talk about is obviously you guys are stoners.
Yeah.
Because your TikTok name is Dope Kitchen and look what we're doing right now. But do you prefer me to call her your partner or your girlfriend?
You can say either.
Okay, because I know
I call her my girlfriend. She uses partner more.
I know some people don't like the term partner, so I just want to be
Yeah, you can say
respectful of
either
that. Amazing. You guys love weed, but you're sober from alcohol.
Yes.
So what's that journey for you?
So for me, I got like super drunk off of one bottle of wine at the beginning of the pandemic, and I had a hangover for 2 solid days.
Wine is not it for me.
No.
The hangover's the worst.
It is the worst. So after that, I was just like, you know what? I don't think I really need alcohol in my life anymore. And it was the beginning of the pandemic. I wasn't going out anyway. So I just decided to cut back drastically. I would limit myself to like 1 or 2 drinks if I like went out to an outdoor bar or something with friends.
Yeah.
But that was kind of working for me until I realized that I was only holding a drink as a source of like comfort in a social situation.
Or you felt, not in the sense literally pressured, but it's like a pressure when everyone's drinking and offering you drinks. Yeah.
And I felt like it was a waste of money too. Like, why am I spending $60 a week on something that I don't care to be doing?
Totally.
So I just decided to quit one day and I never looked back. I have a few exceptions to when I will drink, and that's like on vacation. You know, if I'm on a patio in Portugal, I'm going to have an Aperol Spritz just for the vibes.
Totally.
But other than that, I don't ever drink at home or at parties or anything. So that's kind of where cannabis started to take a bigger role in my life too.
Yeah.
I would take my weed pen to like every bar that I went to, and it was still my way of feeling a little less than normal.
Yeah.
But, fitting in a way that
Totally.
like didn't make people uncomfortable around me, because sometimes people are, you know, uncomfortable when you say you don't drink. People think like, oh, you must have a problem. Or
that we're judging them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my journey. And then my girlfriend has a much more like personal and serious journey than, not that mine isn't serious, but she has a very personal journey with Alcohol, she was an alcoholic, so she had to quit just to, save her own life. So I'm very proud of her. She's been sober now for over 4 years.
Amazing.
And her dog, Jax, has never known a day when she was on earth as an alcoholic. So we love him so much for that.
That's so sweet. Yeah, it's funny because I feel like that is a big thing with me is since I discovered weed, I don't feel the need to drink. And I took a long period. I think I was completely sober from alcohol for about 3 months because I got to a point where every single night after my kids went down, that was like my reward is like I would sit with my husband, have a glass of wine. And then it turned into 2 glasses of wine because I didn't feel anything. And then I would wake up with these headaches. I was really puffy. And then when I discovered weed, I was kind of like, well, why am I doing this? Like, why am I drinking? So I went to 3 months without alcohol. I even went to Vegas for like our group friends trip and I didn't drink any alcohol, but I felt fine. Holy shit.
Okay, we've got poached eggs, hollandaise, bacon. Let's make a little side salad.
Okay.
I love adding veggies to my breakfasts.
Me too. It makes me feel so skinny.
Hell yeah.
Well, here's my issue is that when I get stoned, I don't want to eat anything healthy and I don't have the energy like you do. So I go grab a handful of fucking Cadbury eggs because I'm obsessed with them and then I'll just eat the whole bag.
Yeah, you gotta have healthy snacks on hand.
What's your
hits.
favorite healthy snack?
A really simple one that doesn't involve much cooking is just a yogurt bowl. The textures and the crunch and the fruitiness and the creaminess of the yogurt, like texture is a really important thing to me when I have the munchies.
Yum. That's actually so valid because I love popcorn when I'm high.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you can dress up some popcorn.
Yeah, I do kettle corn and ranch seasoning. It's the elite combo.
Okay.
You ever had that?
No, but that sounds like a stoner snack, girl. That for sure does.
I like that. Cadbury eggs. If I'm feeling crazy, Swedish fish from Trader Joe's. You ever
Hell
had
yeah,
those?
those are fucking good.
That's my dad's favorite snack. So anytime he comes, I buy like 5 bags for him. He's my angel on this earth. So we're putting lemon on the arugula.
Yeah, let me get the good olive oil.
And this is a side salad?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just super simple. Lemon and olive oil. And then you want to give that a little toss. You can use your hands if you want, or you can just use...
I got my ring on.
Okay.
Oh, this is all you do?
That
Delicious.
plus Parmesan and tomatoes.
It looks so fresh. Where's this arugula from?
Bonds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awkward. I thought you were going to say like somewhere fancy.
Oh, no.
Erewhon. You know, everyone here shops there. I'm sorry,
no.
You're not going to catch me fucking dead paying $9 for a glass water bottle.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
No, I spent like $40 on lunch the other day, which to me is a little too much.
No,
I miss the days when I could spend like $17 on lunch and be okay.
No, I'm not going to lie. That Hailey Bieber smoothie has me in a chokehold.
Really?
You ever had it?
No.
Oh my God, it's incredible.
But I haven't had it almost like out of an act of resistance.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's like $24.
Yeah, I'm not
and
paying
it's
that.
So good.
Okay, maybe
I think you should try it at least once.
I'll try it once.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I'm not spending that kind of money consistently.
You ever have the crispy rice with spicy tuna?
They have that?
Oh my God. It's the best you'll ever have.
Really?
It's in a pre-made like tray in the sushi section.
Mm-hmm.
And it has fresh avocado on top. It's so incredible.
No way.
Yeah. It's like $26.
Oh, of course.
It's like that and the Hailey Bieber smoothie, you're looking at a $50 lunch. That's insane.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
a bit much.
That's also insane. That salad.
It's so easy. Like 3 ingredients.
That's
4.
I'm going to buy this. I do Walmart delivery. You ever done that before?
I don't live close enough to a Walmart, but is it good?
Yeah, it's $100 a year for unlimited delivery straight to your door. As much as even 365 days a year. I swear I sound like a walking Walmart ad because I'm so obsessed with getting my groceries there. But anyways, I'm going to order this tonight because I want to make that. What's a stoner snack that shouldn't work? Like a combo that shouldn't go together but does?
Okay, a PB&J with Cheetos in the middle.
Oh, I'm trying that.
Yeah.
Crunchy or
Crunchy,
puffs?
not the puffs.
Okay.
You gotta go crunchy.
Have you ever had jalapeno Cheetos?
No, but I'm not like a jalapeno person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jalapeno cheddar Cheetos are our family's favorite. My 6-year-old likes them,
Oh.
which is crazy for him to
Wow.
like jalapenos. But...
Yeah.
Oh, you're serving up?
Not quite yet. We need to, I forgot about toasting
Damn.
the
I was so excited.
English muffins. We're close though. We're like minutes
Period.
away from a good meal.
All right.
Do you want avocado on your English muffin?
I would love avocado.
Okay,
Thank you
okay.
so much.
You're welcome.
So
Behind
you're
with the knife.
you are a competitive athlete.
For a good chunk of my 20s, I would train and compete in weightlifting and powerlifting. Both are separate sports.
You know, I didn't know that before I talked about your legs outside.
Really?
Yeah, her legs are toned, you guys.
They're thick.
Yeah, but like
I like
that's the
them
best.
thick.
That's the best way to be. Like,
Yeah.
You know, thick thighs save lives.
Absolutely. But yeah, I competed in weightlifting for like 2 years, and then I switched over to powerlifting, which is such a boring sport, but so fun to feel strong.
Yeah.
So I got really strong really fast, and then I just got bored. So now I just lift and work out in a group class setting.
I love
but
that.
I really miss the days when I used to be an athlete, and it has kind of been a bit of a mental struggle going from being competitive and training really hard to just kind of like training just to take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I really miss how disciplined I was. I miss the community. But my body just can't really sustain that level of training
Yeah.
as I enter my mid-30s.
No, I feel that. People are like, are you going to go to Coachella? I said, I can't stay up past 9 p.m.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm 30, flirty, and thriving, and I'm not at Coachella.
I sometimes feel like such a loser by like not going to these big fun events anymore or by not going out, but I just feel like I'm so ready to be comfortable in my own home.
Yes.
But I always wonder, like, do I have FOMO? Like, are other people my age going out and having fun? But
they are, but also
I love my nights in.
Yeah, we just have different priorities, and that's okay. I'm so excited to eat that salad. I never thought being in this state I would crave a salad.
It's the crunch, the freshness, the ingredients.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you guys so jealous right now? Yeah, you better be. What's your all-time favorite thing to cook for yourself and eat?
Wow, great question. I guess homemade pasta.
Ooh.
I love homemade pasta.
Like
but
a spicy vodka?
I could do a spicy vodka.
Okay.
I usually just do like a pomodoro sauce, so keep it simple. But I love a vodka sauce or homemade pesto.
Vodka pasta is my favorite thing to make, and my son is obsessed with it.
Oh, hell yeah.
And even with spicy food, I'm like, if he eats it and eats what we're eating, I don't have to make something separate for him. It's a win.
Hell yeah.
That looks gorgeous. Guys, we're serving up. We're dishing up the plates. Look at this salad. This is insane. It's giving female version of Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, wow.
Who's your favorite chef, by the way? Or like chef that has a cookbook, chef to watch?
I guess Molly Baz or Baz. I don't know how to say her last name.
I don't know who that is. I need to look
But
her
I have
up.
her cookbook, and she's so fun and cute on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, I
I'll
really
look
like
her
her.
up.
But she's been like in the game like way longer than any chef influencer ever has. So she's incredibly talented, really smart, and I really like her cookbook and her food.
All right.
So check her out.
All right.
Whew, it's hot in here.
That looks incredible. You guys. Avocado on the English muffin.
Do you have a favorite brunch food?
Yeah, see, unfortunately, I am like either a sweet or a spicy. So what my husband and I do is he'll get something savory, I'll get something sweet, and we'll split. So
That's
like,
the way to go.
count me in on like a cinnamon roll French toast situation with like a cream cheese frosting.
Okay. Yeah.
So basically candy.
Yeah.
And then I also love like a spicy breakfast burrito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're in Hermosa Beach right now. And if you were to come here on a weekend, you would have to go to this, I think it's a Michelin-starred restaurant right down the street. And they do breakfast burritos. You have to order them on Instagram on Wednesdays and pick up Friday through Sunday. This week I'm getting, on Friday, they have a special that's like a kimchi cheeseburger breakfast burrito.
It right now.
It's so insanely good.
That sounds like
Barron's.
Scott's like new favorite spot because
Yeah.
he's obsessed with breakfast burritos.
You have to come back.
Okay, we'll do that. That sounds so good. What's the place called?
Barron's.
Barron's.
I'll send you their Instagram because you can only order on Instagram.
Okay, yeah, send it to me.
Okay.
Smash some avocado.
We're going to put this back on to the English muffins. This is our Canadian bacon. I could use more avocado, honestly, but I'm too tired to do that right now.
No, that's okay.
I'm too stoned.
You have done so much for me today, honestly.
There comes a point in like plating a meal where you really want it to look fancy and be as perfect as possible, but I'm so hungry.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
But I don't give a
I feel the same.
Okay.
Those
Poached
are
eggs.
gorgeous poached eggs,
Thank
by the way.
you. Hopefully they're not too
Whoa. Stunning. Oh my God. No, she does not fuck
overdone.
around.
Don't fuck around at all.
No.
Okay.
I'm telling you, my poached eggs look like shit compared to that. I need to get your recipe.
Okay, we're gonna bring this
Well,
back to
actually, we
life
did
with
just
some
make them
lemon
together.
juice. Yeah. You want to squeeze a little bit slowly in here.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Did you see that? That was crazy.
Okay, let me get a little spoon.
Oh my God. I hope you realize I'm salivating in my mouth right now. Like, insane. I have to take a photo on my phone before we eat it.
Here's that hollandaise.
You guys, it smells like the best breakfast I've never had before, you know? What's so funny too is I had no idea what to even expect because I didn't know.
Did you not know what eggs Benedict was?
I knew what it looked like, but
Okay.
I've never ordered it at a restaurant.
Really?
My sister loves eggs Benedict.
Okay, here we go.
Look at this. That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
I'm
so excited.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I could never do this high. I'm just telling you right now.
It's a lot of work, and I think I did everything out of order, but it worked.
No, you did an incredible job. Okay, how do we eat this? I need to try it in the correct
Okay, do you want to
way.
go for the salad first? Because you were like flipping out. over the
Yeah,
salad.
I was. The salad just looks. Are you gonna eat with me?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm like, don't dish me. Look at that.
a little bit of everything in
Cheers.
each bite.
Thank you so much for my
Cheers.
breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
That's incredible. What's your favorite dope kitchen recipe you've ever put out?
That's so hard. There have been hundreds. So it's hard to pick one, but I would say my favorite video I've ever made is when I was super stoned trying to make French macarons.
Oh,
I'm terrible at it. It's so hard to
I
learn.
heard it's really hard.
Incredibly hard, but it was the funniest video. So
I love that.
I don't have a favorite recipe, but that's my favorite content moment.
Period. Okay, we have to try these.
Okay.
This eggs Benedict. Avocado, Canadian bacon, poached egg, homemade,
Hot sauce hollandaise.
thank you, hot sauce
welcome.
hollandaise, and homemade English muffins from you.
Homemade English muffins, yes.
Okay, hold on.
Wow.
I'm having a really difficult time cutting for some reason. Apparently I'm new at eating. Oh my God.
It's okay. Do you want me to cut it for you?
Cheers to my plate. It looks like I've never eaten in my entire life. Oh my God, we can never do an interview high again.
Never.
No. That thing fucked
Yeah, you
me
gotta-
up, you guys.
You got to build that back up.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Okay. Finally got a bite. No. Nope.
It's
Got it.
impossible to pick up this salad.
Wow. You far exceeded my expectations. Not that I doubted you, but this is so good.
Thank you.
And I know for a fact, even if I was stone cold sober, it would still be just as delicious.
I'm so glad you like it because this is my favorite.
We don't want to keep talking in your ears while we eat, but we're really busy right now. So we're going to finish this. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you so much for having me in your house.
Thank you for coming.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at dope__kitchen, TikTok dope_kitchen, or dopekitchen.com is my new blog with all of my recipes that I'm uploading and a bunch of travel guides. So you can check out that as well.
Yeah, fun.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And we're going to eat this.
Cheers.
Bye.